Hey, it's Debbie, and I am doing a deep dive into the role of peptides. I keep hearing all about them, and I wanted to learn more and understand if I need them, when I might need to take them, why, all of that. I always say, do not try to over supplement and out supplement poor lifestyle habits. We want to work on kind of a holistic method to improve our metabolic health, improve how we age to be fit and healthy from the inside out, as I talk about on the podcast all the time. And I love to learn new ways to improve myself, and I'd like to share my journey with you as I go. So I have been trying some different peptides. I did do Level Up GI Ultimate Repair last summer and their TUDCA. And then I'm trying a Tavo peptides right now, trying to see if they help my inflammation I'm getting in my knees because I have this weird neuromuscular problem in my legs. My muscles are not firing, and so there's muscles shut off. And so I don't know. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't because it's more neuromuscular thing than a peptide issue. But let's share my screen. I'm going to go into Level Up, and I found this good resource a few years ago I want to share with you. So, if you're into peptides, I found this peptidesguide.com. You can learn more. And then we'll put everything into my blog posts where I like to just have everything shared in one spot that I read from. And then here's the Level Up. We did a podcast last week, but they have amazing compound of collection of ingredients, I'll say, that we'll talk about. But again, we want to know what you need, right? Test and not guess. Let's do even a nutritional therapy assessment if you can't spend money on the functional lab testing. And we put all that together. So we'll go into Level Up's Ultimate Repair. They have different supplements with peptides in it. And then the other brand of Tavo, I have their Tavo Health peptides I'm taking now, and we'll talk to them soon. And then there's another company I saw was doing peptides that reached out to me. So I'm trying to understand BPC 157 is one I've heard the most about. And then, of course, we've heard about NMN. And then there's what's the other one? TB4 frag. So what are these? It's all foreign words to a lot of us. So what does each peptide do? What are peptides? So let's go back and look at this guide. So peptides play a role in cell signaling and function. They can be used as an important tool for research and therapeutic treatments. Peptides are short chains of amino acids. They're essential mediators in various biological processes, including key ones. We'll see these peptides are what they're for: immune response, hormone regulation, and cell communication. Their ability to interact with target molecules makes them invaluable tools for scientific studies, drug development, and disease management. So, as research on peptides progresses, there's a lot more way they're being used, as they say here: cancer therapy, neurodegenerative diseases treatment, regeneration medicine. So you can dive into the chemical part of it. But peptides, again, short chains of amino acids linked by peptide bonds, which are specialized linkages between nitrogen atoms. See, very chemistry. I didn't do well in college I didn't take chemistry in college. High school chemistry was challenging. So this is why I like to do a podcast to share what this means and geek out with you. Proteins. As proteins, peptides belong to a broader category known as polypeptides. The distinction between peptides and proteins lie in the size. Peptides typically contain up to 50 amino acid residues, while proteins consist of longer chains with more than 50 residues. So peptides contain up to 50 amino acid residues, and then proteins more than 50. So smaller peptides known as oleo oligopeptides may contain as few as 2 to 10 amino acid residues. So peptides play a significant role in the human body. As example here, insulin regulates metabolism, while dynorphin mediates pain signals. They also play a crucial role in the endocrine signaling and can act as growth factors. Peptides produced by other organisms have therapeutic applications, blah, blah, blah. So you probably don't need to read all that. So, why are they important? Well, I think the therapeutic peptides, looking at those ones we'll talk about today, that's what we're going to look at. So, therapeutic peptides, what I've learned on website pavo.health, this TB4 frag peptide. So we want to look at the website, look at the product info, click on here. And what does this even mean? Help improve lungs, help balance blood sugar, help improve blood pressure. TB4 frag can also help facilitate the development of cells while also encouraging cell migration. Its usage can improve the ability of the heart to receive and transmit oxygen, which is pretty key, throughout the cells of the body. It works to help the heart function as it was intended. So, pretty important. When the heart is functioning as it should, its ability to generate T cells through hormone production can help improve. Think T cells and immune system, help the body's immune system improve. In addition, T4 frag helps the body produce B cells, which helps the plasma cells create antibodies. So T frag usage has been long a component recommended for recovering an injury. Professional athletes use them to stay peak performance. So let's see what they say. So they say following conditions: arthritis, blood clots, tissue damage, autoimmune disease, because it helps with the body's immune system, fight against autoimmune, include Lyme disease, traumatic brain injuries, cardiovascular and neurological damage, new blood cell creation. So I would think that'd be people with concussions, but muscle tone. Huh. Interesting. So that is ingredients. Now these ones, I think they just have the peptide. So Pavo Health is just the peptides, and Level Up is a combination. They're a great resource for looking at supplements to use in your protocol once we do the functional lab testing and identify what you need. So going back to Tavo, EPC 57. This is what I hear a lot about. And I know Ben Greenfield did a series. If we type in Ben Greenfield peptide, yeah, he did this 2-part peptide I had saved. BenGreenfield.com, Ben Greenfield Life, peptides. You can read all about that. It was 2022, but this was a great resource for what are exactly are peptides, how do they work in the body, how do you take them? And I know Ben would have the injectable, but now there's a supplement. So there's a ton of resources on Ben's 3-part series here. And you can look at how to use these different peptides, lots of resources, podcasts, and the articles. So if you look at BPC 157, Ben looks like a little baby there. He's actually finally 40 years old. BPC 157 peptide sequence amino acids. So if you want to dig into what that does, Ben has lots of the science behind it. Let's go back to Tavo. They have the summary: peptide derived from a protective protein, been used to promote muscle and tendon healing, prevent gastric ulcers, and increase collagen production. Often used to treat stomach and intestinal conditions and inflamed intestinal lining, so leaky gut. esophagitis, inflammatory bowel disease. However, its ability to improve type 1 collagen, increase blood flow via angina. So joint pain, injuries, and joint mobility. So that is what they're saying on their website. Now let's go over here back to Level Up. They have different products, and you can save with our code Coach Debbie Potts. Now you can have a BPC 157 here. They have what I was talking about. I love this GI repair. In the podcast, you can listen to on the YouTube channel. Tudka is what he's talking about. And then they have this really good liver complex. So we were talking in the podcast about how to get started. If I have a protocol, most people I'd like to start with their liver function. Are you having proper drainage first, and then liver detox pathways 1 and 2? So Tudka is a supplement that helps, and I know there's lots of videos on it. You can look at here, but the description of Tudka we talked about a little bit in the podcast interview, but this is a great supplement to take. And then maybe you're doing an ultimate GI repair with peptides in it as BPC 157. Tudka plays an important role in digestion, help digestion of fat, absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. So often when I see people, by the way, that they have poor bile flow, have the gallbladder taken out, then I look at their vitamin D levels are low. Vitamin D, fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. So if you don't have good fat digestion and absorption, you're not getting those fat-soluble vitamins. So taking a fat soluble vitamin might not always work unless you fix why is it low, looking at your eating fat, how you're eating your food, how you're breaking it down, digesting it. So anyways, let's go back to peptides. So peptides are naturally occurring in the body, play a vital role in various physiological processes as hormone production, insulin helps regulate blood sugar levels, immune system we just talked about with Tavo health, antimicrobial peptides that help fight infection. And then there's peptides to help tissue repair and regeneration, as there's peptides that I want to get to help my skin because I'm all into these anti-wrinkled face I'm not going to settle with. So how do we use peptides in health medicine, longevity medicine? So anti-aging is my focus right now, personally. Yeah, collagen production improves skin elasticity and reduce wrinkles, right? So I don't want to have everyone's wrinkled face and my under eyes. I know I can improve muscle growth, recovery. I also want to improve my muscle strength. I want to get stronger and not have this catabolic effect that I'm starting to feel. And I have to work even harder to lift heavy weights, hit protein, but it's not enough. I still need to supplement with creatine, and I'm really thinking I need more peptides and hormones. So muscle growth and recovery, peptides, the growth hormone releasing peptides enhance muscle repair, athletic performance, and then weight management. Some peptides help with regulating appetite and fat metabolism we've heard of, GLP-1, helping with the weight loss, and then gut health, peptides support healing and reducing inflammation in the GI tract as the BPC 157 and TUDCA, along with the ultimate gut repair one we just talked about, gut health immune system. So peptides, why are they so exciting? Why is there so much information on there? Because they offer a targeted, side effect free alternative to many traditional treatments. The article said, unlike pharmaceuticals, they work with the body's natural processes, addressing root causes rather than merely managing, not a band aid. Again, we're always looking as an FDN practitioner and as a nutritional therapy practitioner, what can I do to feel better, but looking at the root cause approach and working backwards and working on those foundations first. So companies as Level Up are making peptides with some other ingredients to help address your liver, your gut, your gallbladder function. And you can see the different options on their products on their website. They have some neuro regenerate. Ooh, see, they're expensive, but they're good. They really put some good stuff in there. And then this is the one I think I want to get for my skin health. GHK. That's another good one. So Yeah, because this is when occurs amount skin. That's what I'm looking for. So looking at the different options. All right, so let's go over some of the key ones I'm reading about. BPC 157, we went over a little bit, but again, the main ones I keep remembering for BPC is for joint health and for gut health, repairing tissue, reducing inflammation, and promoting wound healing, skin health, stimulating collagen production, skin elasticity, supporting tissue regeneration. So overall, skin repair, but help with wrinkles. We want fine wrinkles, right? To be eliminating any wrinkles, but gut health I really want to improve. So accelerate tissue healing. So that didn't even say anything about the gut health, but I know it does. So then we've got this copper peptide, GHKCU, peptides for skin health, boost collagen, increased density of intracellular matrix, smoother, tighter skin, antioxidant properties. We really need that, especially if you're in sunshine, swimming, and exercising in the outdoors all year. And then KPV is an anti-inflammatory peptide that helps with skin, reduce inflammation, and more. So BPC 157, again, always is showing up, but the even more in depth here, heals and restores damaged tissues. You can see all the benefits here, including this one that I hear mostly about, the need for BP 157 for upper and lower GI tract. Anti-ulcer effect promotes healing in IBD diseases, Crohn and colitis. No side effects. Hopefully no side effects. Anti-inflammatory, immune system benefits, growth hormone stimulation. So this is why I really like this BPC 157. And look at this, nitric oxide modulation. So orally or in the past, we've had to inject it. There's different forms. So we've got one available from Level Up, as I shared with you. You can look on the front page, products. This one, BPC 157, is called Regenerate. Good delivery system. And then you can see the other option here on Tavo.health, BPC 157. So we've got different options. 500, that's the delivery system, is with Argentine. And what's this deliver? See, they both have the same delivery system. So you have to look at what else it has in it. So the ones from Level Up are different combinations of ingredients. You can see they're more in depth than just the peptides itself or what Tavo Health has. So I just want to share that, just some options. Now, I was looking at this fat loss one. This has NNMT, slowing down metabolic function, increasing fat storage. So having this peptide that helps inhibit NNMT can help improve metabolism and decrease fat storage, the opposite. So if you have high levels of NMMT, those are associated with obesity, metabolic dysfunction, insulin resistance. So if we can target and reduce this NMMT, this may help the body break down more fat and may help improve overall production of energy and metabolism. So that is something to look at. So you might look at these as myself, go, oh, I could use that. I could use this. What are my goals? We want to go back and focus on priorities and go one area at a time. All right, so those are some ideas I had. I just want to share what are some resources for you going into the PPC 157, the other products that I have on Level Up. They're a little more in depth, as I said, for gut healing. They have the Ultimate GI Repair, has zinc L-carnosine, quercetin, a form of butyrate, sodium bicarbonate, helps your stomach acidic. So that's going to be really something I like to have clients who have some gut dysfunction, what we might want to look at as an option for them. And then the video I did with Kyle is on the blog page, but really looking at all these different ones. And I always go, okay, what's the mechanism of action? How does that peptide help me? Do I need that? Should I try it for 60, 90 days? How long does it take? Usually, I say like 60 days. But where do we want to start? What are the foundations? Does your liver function at optimal level? Do you have drainage pathways open? Is your phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification being supported? Let's start there. So here's liver detoxification, first step, drainage pathways. I'm peeing, pooping, sweating. My kidneys are working. I'm able to use a sauna and I'm doing lymphatic flow, help my lymph movement. We want to start working on your foundations. TEDCA is a good option for liver support and detox. And then GI repair, taking something as a level up, ultimate GI repair, help with your repairing gut health and address chronic inflammation. So those are some options. Thinking liver detox drainage pathways, working on the order of operation. So I put that together. I'll put the links in the show notes for Ben's podcast and blogs on peptides. So you've got this one article, BPC, orally available. So there's liquid, but now it's not liquid, but I guess liquid, but injected. Now there's all these ones in a tablet. So I always like to do injectables first. So taking liposomal delivery or a patch or a shot or an IV is, I think, more effective than a supplement. But perhaps you're like me and you can't afford all those things, even though it might be better delivery. So check out Tavo Peptides. We'll do a podcast with them coming up soon. And then I'll put the links in the show notes for Level Up. And then my other favorite is Beam Minerals. I just did a great podcast with them. And I did a deep dive, maybe 2 geeky podcasts on my audio channel that went out on Sunday, January, and really looking at the different benefits of fulvic and humic minerals. And if you're looking at performance, you're not getting hydrated, you're drinking water, but you're not getting into the cells. So it's not about getting more water, but it's about getting transportation of your water into the cells. And I really feel like, not talk about my under eye wrinkles again, but my skin, I'm drinking water, but I don't feel like I'm getting the water into the cells. So we need to get the right transportation, the means of transportation to absorb the nutrients in our body. So getting the humic and fulvic minerals, I find really interesting to dive into the research behind them. So you can look on their website and how they're effective. So you can get these 2 big bottles and then just take a shot a day. So it's pretty affordable because they're big size and they help get more effective hydration, faster muscle regeneration, improved endurance, cramping. So that's what they look like. You want to get the electrolytes and the micro boost. I did get the capsules if you don't like drinking it, but this is where I found it really interesting to really work at your health at a cellular level, looking at the peptides, but looking at these micronutrients to boost everything too. So there's micro boost, natural occurring micronutrients, trace minerals, phytonutrients, amino acids, some B vitamins. Okay, so I think that is a great benefit. And then looking at the other options, you can get microboost and electrolytes. So click on their website, learn more. You want to look at advanced set, or you want to look at dosage, when to take things. You want to look at what are the suggestions, and then N=1 experiment. Really try it out. So I'll put the links in the show notes for here and all this above. You can look into BPC 157, or maybe you want to go a little deeper, get some blood work and some functional lab testing first, so you're not guessing what you should take, and then figure out timing. So let me know if you want help. This is what I'm looking at: brain health, reversing or slowing or avoiding cognitive decline, avoiding wrinkles, and improving my gut health as I age. So let me know your questions and what you wanted me to research for you and share on this channel so we can be fit and healthy from the inside out as we age. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.